see. Okay, streams up. Okay, let's see. We have 15 people. Okay. Tournament channel. Goods. Let's see. So we'll stream 2 games from round 1, and then everything else from round 1 is gonna be off stream. As for the 2 games, let's do Javaro and Sally first, and then Rem and Govagu de Taba. Yeah, okay. Participants. I mean, Javaro, you can join commentary if you want. Let me see, want primary stream, there we go. But your first games. Fuck! I wrote in general. Yeah, my bad. Okay, let's see. Shadow Pearl. The one. Oh boy. Okay, wait.
Hello, Nico.
Hello. Okay, so you're first against Sally.
Yeah, against well, yeah, but he goes by that here.
Okay, so Sally's here and so are you. So I'm just waiting for you to then.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to get in here. Did you want Verse to join us up, Nico? Verse says he wants Murloc to commentate.
Who?
Verse.
I have no idea.
VERS.
I have no idea who that is, but he's welcome to come commentate.
Verse is cool. I know. So, I guess that's a yes, Verse, if you want to join.
Yes, yeah. If he doesn't have commentator, or he might need it.
Yeah, Verse, that would be fine. Just join VC, join a call, and I can't drag you in, but Nico can. Thank you.
He can come into the first stream?
He says he needs to be dragged in. Are you not able to join, Verse?
I can't drag him, I'm not moderator.
Okay.
We can just go to third stream, it's no problem. No one is there anyway.
That's fine.
Here we go.
There we go. Hi there.
Hello.
How's it going?
Jamal, you are solo Frost main?
Yeah, I'm still a Frost main.
Okay. I'm spectating. Okay, so everything ready on my part?
I don't detect any audio issues on stream right now.
Is the lobby full?
I have no idea. There's a lot of people in here.
Might not be able to get in. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so there's a couple of solutions. We can tell the people not playing to leave.
Oh.
KP left because KP is nice. Yeah, QP just gave you the spot. He's awesome.
Thanks, QB.
Okay, so it's me first, right? So,
Yeah, so you're on the left, Siri on the right. Let me just... Right, everything should look fine.
I have to admit, I am tempted to play Arc, but I'm not going to. I think. Yes. First, you're in presence of one of our longest running hosts, Thank you. So.
Oh, really? Oh, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Okay, yeah, everything looks fine. Okay, are you two ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
All good.
Probably should ask what stage Pi wanted, but. We'll see what happens here. Oh yeah, my phone is also gonna die. That's okay. Oh, well, hood. Green hood. Well, this isn't good. I have bias in the commentary against me now.
I will speak against Green Hood on this one occasion for you.
It's one occasion. There's
I did get
no
my word
way.
errored, so I'm having to watch the stream, so it's gonna be a little delayed.
The game can't handle you not speaking for Red Hood. Unnatural.
It is.
That's okay. I'm just gonna keep firing basic like I usually do. We're getting into the end game now. I'm just shooting basic. Two knights are coming out.
That's the Javaro special right there.
More basic.
You do love your mid walls.
Mid walls are comfy. Cozy. Alright, well, Pi is getting a little overwhelmed by the bullets. I'm gonna cheat and roll, because I can do that as a cross main. I know how to roll. That's the first card. Going to this next one, we'll see what Pi's gonna do. He seems to be a lot more evasive than offensive here.
I would like to see a little bit more variety in the kunais here.
Yeah, it would help him a lot. They're kind of clumped together and not really placed with sort of
The traps?
aggressive pressure in mind. Huh?
The traps or the kunais?
The kunais.
Yes. More wide would also help.
A little bit more, yeah. It is looking a little deforested right now. That happens to be good for me though, so I'm okay with that.
Do you secretly work for a logging company, Javaro?
I never said that I was a fan of trees. I'll say that much. As a cross main, I don't think there's very many trees in our kingdom. It's okay. It's very claustrophobic in there. I love it. It feels very similar to Endgame. That's what we're approaching right now. I don't know if Pi will make it though. He's on the one heart, but he's still dodging pretty well. Never mind. Get hit by basic there, and that's game one.
That's 1-0 for Javaro. Update it.
Weird. That is
Might
always
happen
so bad.
Look for me. Sorry,
Oh yeah, I got you.
appreciate it.
Less green would help. Green is good, Rem. I love green. Like people think that like the color matchup is bad. I think the color matchup is good. If someone like matches into your color, that's an advantage for you.
I would say for this specific matchup, it does actually work in crossfire a little bit, just because
Yeah,
there's more that's coming toward.
Yeah, probably. Well, we will go to Spell Awaken. Because I love this map. No more green, kill the green. It's okay, this is a fight of green. Let's see what we get here. Yeah, if you have a red background, so at least there's that. Pi kind of threatening some space a little bit, throws out some kunais. I'm kind of in the corner right now. Trying not to micro too much, because I know I'll get hit if I do. Which honestly sounds unnatural coming out of my mouth. But I didn't get hit. Alright, early basic, that's good for me. I like getting early hits, it's a little less stress off of me. Almost made a mistake on my movement. Huh?
Yeah, they're gonna have to put more wides down to restrict your movement, otherwise you're just gonna keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, I can just kind of run around, it's nice. There goes some wides though. Pi and I actually have 173 ping, so he's got a bit. Like, I'm seeing it happen where the wide just kind of spawn on top of me. So, maybe if he's aware of that, he might be able to use that against me. It'd be quite helpful for him, because I keep almost getting hit by them. Honestly, if Pi just spams wides, it might really be helpful.
I would like to see at least one tree snipe.
Yeah, I'll just get planted on. Frost does look a little like a tree, so. Hello, we are dead. Have you come to be angry with us?
Just angry with myself, to be honest.
Well, as you can see, I'm shooting basic.
seems to be working out.
Yeah. Lots of basic dodging kunais. Probably having a bit of a difficult time with it. I'm just doing some layered basics with focus on focus. Sometimes repositioning with roll. But mostly just
Navarro
working
only
on
knows.
dodging.
Navarro only knows one direction, and that's backwards.
Yeah, I guess so. Most people say, "Oh God, I almost got hit by that."
I always get put in losers round 2. Why can I not be in losers round 1?
Yeah, I don't. It's just how. Oh God, we're at, well, being a little bit hard to talk here as the build gets a little closed and Hood gets a little more dangerous with those unfocused kunais. Still no hit yet. Oh God, I had to. Okay. There's a lot of pressure. But has good pressure in the corner there, but not quite enough. Couldn't withstand the basic spam going down at him. I actually lost on his last card here. Of his last card of potentially the last game. It will be the last game. He is taken out, and I get to move on. Well done by Pi. Survived a little while.
Alright, next
But,
is gonna be Rem and Quave. There he is, Quave
Right.
out. Why is Rem playing against Max?
Boy, the commentary booth is just growing. This thing gets larger every time we host an event.
Mine was mostly just luck though. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for luck.
Let's see. Who is up next?
Oh wait, oh Max wasn't in. Oh, I'm down.
Yeah, it's
What's up,
Okay, so
Guava?
we
How you
got Max versus Guava.
okay. You're watching? Ready?
Yeah. I think we are good to go.
Who's on the left side?
We'll see
Right,
in a
We'll see in a
moment.
second.
Rem is on the left, I believe.
Yeah, Rem's on the left.
Oh,
I can't believe I got Doodle's Arcanist on my first round.
Sorry to hear that. As a Frost
Curse.
man, I'm sorry to hear that. You have our nation's sympathy.
What's even more annoying is I actually did manage to win a round.
Yeah,
Had
that's
I
kind
not-
of how.
Had I not thrown a Storm Beast round 1, I probably would have won that.
Maybe so. Well,
Rem was taking a early first card with these diamonds here.
yep. Lots of diamond spam going out. Very difficult for Guava to seem to navigate, it seems. I think maybe getting in there, putting a flower down might help. But it's just difficult with all the diamond spam. Rem is very content to do it. The smile that Sun has on her face is the exact smile Rem has on his face.
That I wouldn't even
Nothing
call that
but
smile.
malice.
That's like an evil smirk. Nothing tells me that is a smile of friendliness.
I'm just
That
saying
is
that's
the look of someone who is going to force you to micro the worst mix-ups you've ever seen in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, we'll see. That was game 1. Very full of sun chips, but I'm sure it was good. It's always well fed fighting Sun.
What is the best flavor of sun chip? And why is it garden salsa?
I actually don't know. I've become way too familiar with sun chips, and I don't know if I like them too much. I think I've had too many.
Understandable.
Okay,
That's
we're
good.
going. Huh?
You know, I was gonna say, I swear we don't have those in the UK, but I've just been proven wrong.
You should go eat some. All right, we're seeing a hood swap. May do a
All right.
little bit better.
This is Red Hood versus Blue Sun. It looked like Guava actually got backstabbed by his own kunais there, but it was just a secret wide. Anyway, Rem choosing to play very aggressive, just going to hand feed Guava these waffles.
Oh my god.
Hood
The
has
switch
such a
of
hard
Lich to
time
Hood.
going in close range. It is doable, but it's a little rough.
Yeah, but just because it's doable doesn't mean you should do it.
It's
It's a
definitely
fairly even matchup, in all honesty, but it takes a lot of practice.
yeah, it's a lot of work, and we can see that Rem's aggressive
Did
play
you
is
guys notice that the round is always already over? Like, it's already done. How long was
Yeah,
that? That was at least a minute.
It was a quick one. You know, Guava did try his best, but Rem is very good and very aggressive with Sun. We saw two sides of Rem. One is kind of long distance cooking, the other is table side. So I don't know what you prefer.
That's the hibachi grill. You know, they're cooking that shit right in front of you.
Alright then.
Yeah. I was actually gonna make that comparison.
Okay, so next then in round 2, well, we saw Rem, we saw Javaro, so we're gonna do QP against the Doodles or Queen, and Hori against Max.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. So
Nah, I just realized if either Horai or Max loses, I'm still fucked because I have to fight over one of those. I cannot believe I joined a tournament where my doom was already preset.
it's okay. I'm entering this event as solo Frost main, so take that for what you will.
I mean, does that benefit me?
Maybe it benefit. I don't know. It might.
It might
It does
Maybe,
benefit
I
him in
don't-
this matchup. Because right now we have Queen versus QP. QP, if I can get one hit, you will get one hit. QP is has a lot of faith in you in a very scary way, I've noticed. He always advocates for you winning because he knows just how difficult of a fight he is. You need that support.
We got
Well-
a question from AC asking if losers should play their sets in the background. Or if we're waiting for that.
What's your call, Nico? Probably to...
Excuse me?
AC
Should
asked
losers
if
play their games in the
losers do their sets.
Yeah, I just subbed in the callouts. Yeah, just check callouts on Discord.
Alright, let's see what we've got here. So... Yeah, you guys all play 'em.
okay,
All
yeah.
play 'em.
Okay, where is Queen and Doodles? That's Queen and Doodles. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's Queen.
Queen
It's
on
Queen
the
is Doodles. Queen is Doodles. Nico. Queen is Doodles.
Oh, so Doodles on the left.
Yeah, Doodles on the left, QP on the right.
Okay, update. Everyone ready?
I'm in.
Okay.
That's the rolled R's. Yeah, I know, Rim. It's fun. Alright, well, as expected, it is going to be Arc versus Storm. UP has actually gotten some practice against Arc recently because I have been picking up the dark arts and using Arc a little bit. It was a very strange experience, and we
Why
can
the
see that it's paid off quite well for QP. What's up?
No. What did I do differently from QP that didn't work against fucking Eagles? I done basically the same thing.
Maybe QP just did it really mean.
The thing there.
There's also a big mindset difference between playing your Storm and playing QP Storm as well.
Very much could be. Good hit with Moon. QP grazes it. Queen making a mistake in saying sandwich from the clones. Kind of a dangerous position to be in. Sometimes you want to be a little bit more. Goes for a clock, which honestly I would not recommend against Storm, because even if you clock Storm, you're not going to get anything off of it. The character's too fast. Storm wants to go for clock because that's how you get hit. And we can see it's paying off quite well for QP.
Well,
We'll have
props
a
to
problem up right
Doodles
now.
for getting more than one hit, which QP allowed. So I guess that's something.
Yep. QP was right. He does indeed bleed. Just not very much.
Queen content to stay in Storm's melee range, so it's a little risky. But they did get more than one hit.
Queen debating. Deciding that he's going to go random, sees no reason to stick with Arc, going to start dabbling in the magic of shapeshifting.
Random. Oh no. Why? Why? I didn't lose just so you could throw.
He may not necessarily be throwing, he could be investing in the future. Playing more matchups might help him learn more in the future. Maybe he's a
Look
Lich
it up to
main
Lady
in another
Luck,
life.
and maybe, yeah.
No, Doodles is a firm Arcanist lover. I don't see any of the sorts happening.
So we have basic setup so far. We have a flower in the middle with some butterflies on the left. Well, one butterfly on the left. Queen currently not putting down a lot, makes a mistake and shoots basic, gets hit by basic for it. Throwing down a basic, but honestly a good attempt there on that shotgun, but not enough invincibility, and there you go, that's it.
Once again, in
Once
between the
Lich burns her
clones.
flower- Once Lich burns her flower, she doesn't really have any way to escape walls, does she?
No, she
She's
doesn't.
usually too slow to aggro.
She needs to be very proactive about how she is positioned in order to avoid getting trapped by the basic. But like being close to the ground like this and under to the left or right of clone, you can see how easily it just checkmates you. His two basics will cover by that time. Queen just kind of sitting in it.
I cannot believe my hard loss was squandered.
Queen a little bit frustrated, we can see. Yelling at Storm with Storm,
Okay, next.
as I like to do.
It's Jorge and Max.
Nobody is
Alright.
happy about this. Except Keith.
Meanwhile, QP is just smiling in the back.
Okay, Max is here and Soy sorry.
A revenge on Queen and losers round 5.
Max.
Usually does. Alright, there's going to be a battle between this Arc and this Red Hood, it seems. Double JP5 view. Shadow Pelt taking an absence. We are currently waiting for Ori to return.
He's here. I think he's safe here or something.
Ori is here.
Okay, he's here.
Alright, well, with that, we will have it going. Let me make sure that everything is going well on this side of things, yeah. So, Max versus Ori. Now, actually, these two players are both Sun mains. We'll see if they play Sun here. I don't think either of them has really dabbled very much in shapeshifting, so it's very likely this is going to be a Sun mirror. However,
Yeah.
Ori has a mental block against Sun. He doesn't get the practice, so when he sees Sun, he gets burned easily. So we'll see if Max can use that to his advantage. Ori using an early Dispel, Max doing the same thing. Dispels are off the table, they don't want any gimmicks here. Ori gets an early hit, throwing out more basic. Some diamonds coming out, trying to get in with some diamonds. Not quite enough, gonna use Dispel. Trying to reclaim center stage there. Ori in a bit of an awkward position there, but does manage to dodge all of that. There are no actions when driving, but losing that speed got him hit. More basic. Uh-oh, gets slowed. Dangerous position. Ori does not want to use his Dispel to get out of that, and unfortunately, a Waffle spawns on top of him, and that's that. Oh no, movement mistake and gets hit by that. It is definitely close, but Max does have a 2-to-1 lead on him. Well, yeah. Ori wants to make it a 1-to-1 even. Okay, that was very close.
The diamonds.
Max still has his Dispel. Oh, very scary from Ori. Nicely done. Manages to bait Max and gets a hit with the edge of Pancake.
No dispels are on the field, but Ori is going to get his first, so we'll see if that gives him the upper hand that he needs to clutch this one out.
Very close there. Ori almost gets hit by that Pancake, and I actually missed Max being caught right on top of it. He must have pushed a button that got him stuck in the Pancake, and that was just it. Ori takes it. Max is new and is very tactical thinking, very, you know, all about probabilities and how to maximize his chances to get hits. But Ori, honestly, is the same way, and he has more experience, so maybe that might be his advantage here. He's just been here longer, has had more time to figure something out. Only thing Max might have is that he might be more comfortable in the Sun Mirror. But Ori getting hits, it's 2-2, does use Dispel. I would say, oh, well, maybe not. I was going to say that Ori is more liberal with his Dispels, smarter about using it, but maybe not. Maybe they're even in that regard. However, again, we see Max with a 2-to-1 lead fairly quickly. Is this going to be a repeat of last card, or is Max actually going to take it this time? We'll see. Dangerous position. Ori does not use his Dispel, making me reconsider what I was saying about his use of Dispel. I think I would have used it in that position.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I agree with you. This spell would have been just a lifesaver there. Might have kept it going a bit longer, but you never know. That might have been tactical on Ori's side.
We'll see. Maybe he's trying not to, either trying to let Max get too comfortable, thinking he's got this here, let his guard down, try and take it from him in the end. A good attempt at micro from Ori, but it was just a little too difficult. I can understand the temptation, but it did cost him a heart here, and you don't want to be losing any. You can recover from one, but just because you can doesn't mean you want to. More basic. And some wides as well. Good dodge from Ori. Max taking center stage, a Pancake was there, and Ori makes a bit of a movement mistake. Very painful to see. Probably even more painful to experience. But might be feeling a little better after getting that hit. Alright, good. Another hit with basic. Ori trying to reclaim center stage. Uh-oh, Max makes a mistake, runs right into basic. Very dangerous here.
Max definitely the more aggressive one here, content to hold center, while Ori is stuck retreating, but it may actually be playing to his benefit.
Ori definitely retreats more, but the thing is, Ori is more comfortable in the back because he has better wall setups, I think, than Max does. Max is more about trying to get in there and force him to make a movement mistake, whereas Ori kind of wants to set up a bunch of walls and...
Staying.
It was both of them. They're both staying. Ori won that one. So we'll see what happens here. Bit of a dangerous position. Both throwing out diamonds. They have similar ideas about what to do here. Like I said, they both played Sun extensively, so they know what you should be doing in these situations. It's not a matter of who's playing better. I think it's more of a matter of preference when it comes to their strategies. Seems like neither one of these players, I don't think either one of these players has ever had a lead of more than one heart against the other person. They've always been very close.
See,
And
now
we can
they're
see
tied
them.
again. Lemon said that.
Yep. Always one hit after the other. Alright, making a dangerous dodge, but does get out of that diamond. Max trying to go in now. We can see Ori trying to get back into center stage. I think he mainly tries to take center stage not to kind of take it from Max and fight him there, but more to stall him out because he knows that Max's pressure comes from being in center. So if he can be there and occupy it for like 5 or 10 seconds, it gives him more time to kind of wait it out and reconsider what to do. And I know Max isn't comfortable outside of center stage, so it might lead to more mistakes on his part as well. A lot of speculation, but that's what I think. Either way, we can see, or I win that with a 2-heart lead. More basic. Okay. Or I'm making good use of Dispel to make sure he doesn't get hit. Max gets hit by a straight diamond there. In a bit of a dangerous position here. He doesn't have Dispel, so we can't rely on that again. Unfortunately, that Pancake was a little too squeezed. Max makes a mistake and gets hit by the back of Pancake. Cannot feel good. Throwing out a bit of diamonds, the spell stops that. Again, Max just running in there. Gets hit for it.
Getting a
A
bit
trade.
desperate there.
Yep. That last card actually was the only time they had more than a 1 heart difference in hearts before the game ended.
That means I have to deal with Max round 2. Losers round 2. Oh.
Yes, Max is going to come and attack. So we'll see what
Just
happens.
kill me.
Good analysis from. Thank you. Hopefully it was accurate.
I so want to play Hood for it, but I know Max is just gonna run in my face and I'm gonna just fucking keel over.
Jamaro, you haven't played your game yet.
Let me see, where is it? Yeah, I'm ready for it. I thought I was. Is that gonna be on stream or? I don't know. I forgot.
It might as well be at this point since.
Sorry, I was commentating.
Yeah, I know. That's fine. Okay, so I guess this one's gonna be on stream as well then. So it's you against Axe and Jinx. Okay, give me a moment. You're on the left. Left, okay.
I am on the left, yeah. You all ready?
Update. Yeah, already now.
I'll just watch your stream just in case Max does come over, so we can get ours out of the way.
Okay. Alright, well, let's see what Axum does. He does have a Frost that is contesting mine, but he might just choose Depth. I know he has one, and that would be a lot more surefire for him. We'll see.
I see the random stage select.
Axum chooses Depth against the solo Frost main. I have no fear.
Mysterious stranger.
Oh, there's Max. Alright, well, I best kill myself.
How do you feel that Frost does in this matchup?
I think this matchup is really hard for Frost because there's no way for her to get in, but it's the most pleasurable defeat that she can suffer. It's a very fun matchup to play, even if you know you're going to lose it. I'm definitely doing my best here, but you can see Axum doesn't have to push any buttons but basic, and I just can't approach him. Because he has a mobile lit flower that gets bigger until endgame, and then he just starts using shotgun. I'm surprised that worked out.
That was very cheeky. Impressed.
It was cheeky, and the thing is that I actually had... That was all like a complete misinput. As soon as I pushed stun, every single thing was entirely panicked there. Just random inputs.
This is what happens when you start playing aggressive. It just works, you know?
I guess things can just magically happen by accident. Alright, so far this is working out pretty well. Axum so far having a bit of a hard time adjusting to this style of Frost, kind of really trying to get in there. Makes a bit of a movement mistake there, and I secure the first card without getting hit. We'll see if Max can adapt. That was... Oh man, I meant to push stun there, but my finger got caught on the wrong button. I got caught on the room on my keyboard and missed my stun button. It's okay, I don't know if it would have hit anyway. Ah man, I can't quite skirt it. So we're seeing it come closer to endgame now, and this is where the lost generation of Frosts all live, is in endgame against Step.
You two are very content to slow each other out.
I made a mistake! No! That's twice I made a mistake with my stun wave. It's okay, the walls are closing in now. Oh man, I'm not fast enough to get out. Oh man, that was so many mistakes with my stun. That was 3 times. I could have rolled out of that. Well, this time Ori gets through it without getting hit. That's one on each side now, so this next one might determine what's the fluke here, might determine the whole pace of the game. And that's not a good way to start with a movement mistake like that. Alright, somehow works out. Aw man, the Y doesn't hit him. That would have been so nice if it did. Trying to keep him in the corner, but it's very difficult with a basic like that. He now knows I have no escape tools, but actually does not press me, which is a bit of a surprise. Him getting hit is actually really nice, because it stalls out endgame, and this is one of the very few matchups where I actually do not want to go to endgame. It's very foreign to actually think that endgame is a bad thing. Yeah, unfortunate. I managed to scare him at least. No, I don't have stun wave up! I thought I did. Well, this is a lot closer. Last card each. Very risky play there, but ends up neither one of us getting hit there. Oh man, Jellycat is already up. Oh no, I tried getting close. I shouldn't have. He ran out of shotgun. That was it. I can still see the frost in this form. It's been heavily transformed, but I can still see it in Axum. Oh man.
It's a very interesting first engagement.
Yeah, I really put everything I had into that. This sword is very rusted. It's not combat ready.
Still does some damage though.
Yep, you can use a broken straight sword, still works. Won't do much.
You're just playing a challenge run, Jivaro. It's okay.
Ow. I got hit with shotgun.
I lost right
Unfortunately,
away.
I'm sorry, we are dead.
It's always me. What the fuck is it? Every single time, every single ATM, I always lose in 2 rounds. I don't even get a chance to breathe.
Our Jellycat got in the way. No, the Y didn't hit. Why not?
Gone to vertical depth.
Yeah, you don't want to see this. What a long endgame against depth. Okay, I'm starting to figure out how to do this now just a little bit, but it's still super hard. weird. I have to like hard read everything.
That's to be expected. I mean, you're playing depths at min walls.
Oh man. Oh my god, it reaches so far behind depth. You have to play this absolutely perfectly. I don't see how it's possible.
That shotgun should have killed you.
It was my shield. It blocked it.
If depth reacts to Sun Wave by sending out a bubble right before Sun Wave comes out, you're just screwed.
Yeah, there's just nothing I can do. Okay.
Nearly got the bubble parry again, but hey.
Alright, good. Axum must have made a mistake. I need him to make mistakes so badly. It's so much easier when he makes mistakes. I'm still mad about second card of first game. I made so many stun wave errors.
That was deafened, so... But you don't sound pleased just from that comment alone, so I'll trust you.
Yeah, it was awful.
It's been pretty close.
Whew.
Apparently Queen might join. Commentary Queen Doodles with you. Too many Eliases.
No way, he got hit by my wide. Okay, good, a movement mistake. I was so afraid of the shotgun there. No! Alright, come on, keep making movement mistakes, Axum. No, it didn't hit him! Went for the raw. I saw it coming too.
You still got a chance, you still got a hard advantage.
Yeah,
Don't jinx him.
I swear, death begins with 8 hearts. Okay, good, he made a move mistake, yes! Alright. I think I spelled that right.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my god, I feel like I don't know, that's how I should feel when winning the set, not after winning one game. I'm exhausted after that.
It's actually odd to see Axum playing depths, but I guess the Frost Bear isn't exactly favored now, is it?
He does not feel that way. Hence why he's transformed himself into a new green creature.
That's Cyan. I refuse to believe that's green.
Thank goodness he got hit there.
Or teal, whatever. Wait, let me have a look. Oh, it's teal, not cyan.
Oh man, the basic. Oh man, I made a mistake with my shooting and it almost got me hit there. Stop hiding behind your basic. Oh my god. Okay, he made a mistake. Come on, keep doing it, Axum.
I have faith, I have faith.
Oh my god.
Commentary has faith in you.
That was a great
Okay.
shotgun.
Oh my god, it went down. Why did it go down?
I'm getting like whiplash because the stream's obviously slightly delayed from in-game, so I'm seeing this stuff after it happens.
Yeah, I
I can throw
know.
it up on Discord for you if you want.
Nah, it's fine. There's only one more round. There's no point. Too much work.
It's so hard to fight against my instinct to just be on the other side of the wall. It's ridiculous. I feel like I'm in completely uncharted territory here. Oh man, I got confirmed on that shotgun.
Hey, well, you got the card advantage, so even if you do die here, you just need to bring it back.
Definitely not planning to fail though.
Shotgun's nasty if you can't move out of it in time as well. They feel bad
Yeah.
for anybody who walks face first in a shotgun.
For sure. Honestly, a longer wide might help a little bit here. I'm kind of watching how much I miss wide.
Neither of
Yeah.
you should be alive. Oh, sorry, yeah, whiplash, okay.
Man, played a little bit too close there. Yeah, I greeted a little bit.
I have faith, I still have faith. You may be losing 2 hearts, but... There's only 2 hearts, right?
Yeah. Depth currently has 8. Or 4.
Or...
It feels like 8.
Yeah, because chances are you're not going to hit anything anyway.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you,
Melee shenanigans. Yeah, I was a little hasty there. No! That was so risky. I should be dead for that, 100%.
you should have. You should have been killed for that. Oh my god.
Yeah. Good lord, that scared me.
Sorry, my alarm.
Oh god, okay.
Oh, okay, it's
Neutral
time
has
1
been
for 1. It's
disrupted.
time 1 for 1. Oh no. You can't lose this now, you can't.
Oh, not after I was given life by that other one. Come on. No.
Yay!
Oh.
Axum's depth is so cool though.
What?
Depth with the patience of a Frostmane.
Yeah, no, that's. Oh god.
So content to play a battle of attrition.
Oh my god. Yes. Ugh.
What do you mean shamed? As far as I'm concerned, you've done pretty well.
Oh my god. I would have been happy if I lost. I would have been fine if I lost. Winning is nice, though.
That was a great match.
Oh, God, I'm so freaking shaky. That was so hard and so long, too. Oh my God, that was so freaking hard.
Good pull.
Jeez, man. Yeah, losers 2 is off stream, Maxim. So you'll be fighting AC. Okay, so
Let me get the bracket back up. I closed it because I wasn't using it now. It's pointless.
If we're doing winners round 3, it's QB and mute from.
really, I have to fight QP.
No, no.
Well, I mean,
Since
we could do Rem or Ori first.
yeah, we'll do Horai and Naren first, so you can have a rest.
Okay. Oh my God. Alright, well, that's fine. We'll do Rem v Orai. Okay. Here, I'm gonna go stand on top of Rem. There we go.
Oh, you're saying us. Hold on. I
We'll
think
just,
I-
oh, okay, well,
it's fine. We're head stacking. Oh, what? No. Oh.
what do we, I'll stack on top of hers.
Okay, I'll pick up over here now. Oh, okay, hold up. Gotta enter it. Gotta enter it from a different angle.
Oh, Mothman can't get in lobby?
Oh, wait. How many people are you going there? 1, 2, 3.
It's not full.
So, what's happening?
Maybe Mothman's having an issue?
I feel like I'm still a couple pixels short.
Oh, that was quite a while ago? Never mind, Mothman is fine.
Okay, Horai is back.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, it's time for me to spectate. Let me stop standing on your head first.
I think I'm actually gonna hop out of here. I'm not feeling today.
Oh no? Sorry to hear that verse. Okay,
Have a good rest of your day.
thanks for coming through. Okay.
Sun versus Sun again.
Yep. Or I won against Max, but Rim is also a well-trained son. Definitely in the mountains training as Moon Priestess. I know that Orai is Red Sun for us, but on his screen I'm sure he's blue. He always plays Blue Sun.
Yeah,
It's
just
really
say it'd be unusual for Hawaii not to choose Wind Priestess.
So we'll see what happens here. So far, Orai has an advantage. He did get hit by Diamond there, but he got 2 hits earlier. Oh no, but then he runs into a waffle. Now he's down to even. Does manage to Diamond Dash out of that basic. Learn some close range basics here. Rem is also a bit more aggressive, but he's very... I think he's more reserved about it in this matchup, a little more than Max is. He's willing to give more space than Max was. And we might see how this works out. More basic. Orai does get a hit with Rem, just spins and hits him with the spin attack there. And Orai ends up taking it. always seems to take it from the back. He always seems to be very low on hearts, but manages to clutch it out in the end. Very good from Orai. Unfortunately, he gets backstabbed by a pancake. You hate to see it. Rem sits on a waffle and loses a heart for it. Honestly, it seems like Orai, well, they're both actually playing kind of distant. He was in the center screen for a little while, but you saw him relinquish, which again goes to what I was saying earlier about him kind of being more content to play in the back and try and set up stuff. Being pushed in the corner here, that's some good micro from Orai. Just barely manages to avoid it. Uses Dispel at the right time here, perhaps learning from his last match against Max that Dispel is good to be more liberal with it. It's a long cooldown, but it takes a long time for setups to come up sometimes, so it might be worth it. Diamonds coming out, and Orai in a dangerous position here. Tries to dodge those diamonds, isn't quite enough, and now he's done the last heart versus Orai versus Rems 3. Rems 2, I meant. More basic, and unfortunately Orai gets hit by a pancake, and that is it for the first card. Moving on to game 2, or card 2. Rem has to use Dispel to avoid that diamond. Orai gets hit right in the middle of the waffle. Dangerous for both sides here. Bring up more basic. Unfortunately gets hit by a waffle there. Fortunate hit. And gets hit, and that is it for Orai. Rem takes game 1.
Oh, we love spectator bug.
Well, luckily nothing turned out too much from it. We did this stuff coming out.
Where's charging?
Orai gets hit there. Oh no, Orai getting hit again. I don't even know by what this time. Trying to get out of under Rem doesn't quite work out. They end up trading.
I also got a card break glitch there.
Yeah.
I got confused. Oh,
yeah.
there we go.
Well, there we go. Orai loses the card. Rem actually making a much stronger showing here. Which is dangerous for Orai because he's already down 1 game. You don't want your opponent to get better if you're not doing well. We'll see if Orai can manage to recover from this. Nice movement. There's a waffle wall behind him, and it's actually interesting. I don't think a lot about waffle walls behind your opponent, but that actually trapped Orai in and made it really hard for him to dodge. But he did a great job dodging the waffle wall behind him, only to get hit by something else. Unfortunate.
Rem's playing really, really aggressive now.
Yes, Rem is starting to play more aggressive. We're seeing him take center stage, throwing out some diamonds. Thing is, throwing out diamonds too long does lose your setup, and while raw diamond spam can be strong, if they get through it, you have no setup, so sometimes it's better to like produce. Orai does make a movement mistake and gets hit by wide. Going out more basic. Nice move from Orai, but he just gets a little bit too close and ends up getting hit there. Very dangerous now. He's down to his last card. Last heart of last card. And he gets hit by the back of the wide trying to run through it. That's it. Rem manages to take it. You can see that, again, Orai has a really hard time, again, in the Sun matchup. Just doesn't quite get the practice that he wants with it. And despite understanding Sun very well against other characters, you can see right here, he just doesn't get enough practice with Sun, can't quite figure out the way that he should play it. That's really his biggest downside, I think, because he really understands Sun very well. But it's just against that mirror he has a hard time. It was enough for him. He could overcome it against Max, but not quite enough against Rem, because Rem is very well versed in it, and is also a longer time player. Congratulations, Rem. Good attempt from Orai. With that, are we gonna do losers or are we gonna do winners next?
Winners.
It'll be me? Okay. It's gonna be me versus QP now.
Yeah, your breather. I go and get.
QP is a Storm main, I am a Frost main. We will see what happens in this matchup.
Queen is acting as though you will die. I don't know. I think you got this. You got this, Javara.
Well, we'll see how this goes. QP does not intend to make this easy, even if he does have faith in me. Who knows what's for?
Yeah, but I mean,
QP making an early movement mistake. More basic, QP again making an early movement mistake. Again, QP making a movement mistake. If he keeps doing this, I might be able to win this. All I need is one more and I can take this card. But at best, I still have 3 more to go through and I don't think I'm going to get the best case scenario, so we'll see. Alright, I do manage to dodge it, but QP is prepared.
damn,
I
close
could-
enough.
Yeah, I probably could have been. I probably could have been a bit more proactive, but it's okay. Not afraid to use Soundwave as much because I'm not really going to be using it very much against QP, so I may as well be using it for defense here. Yeah, QP got caught out in the wrong spot there and ends up getting hit by my basic. And that's the first card for me. Little shaky, but we're still getting through it. Going in for a stun wave there, probably not the smartest thing to do, but I went for it. Saw the wide coming, but it wasn't quite able to deal with the basic behind me and get hit. Oh man, QP every time he knows I'm gonna fall for it. Well, throwing up more basic. Unfortunate. I shouldn't have tried gambling with that. I should have just went the full way. But it's okay. QP makes a bit of a mistake there. Oh my god, wide. Not how you want to see it happen. Going into the next card. My concern is that the more I fight QP, the less mistakes he makes. So the longer this goes on, the more cards he goes through, the stronger he's going to get, and that's very scary for me to deal with. Did try to run up and hit him with a basic there. It was really scary. He does get hit, which is very good for me. I'm very scared of his basics coming out. I'm very cautious of that, but if you wait too long, you get trapped by basics, so you don't want to be too concerned with the projectile. Good thing he didn't fully charge it, so I was able to escape. A not fully charged basic is actually decently escapable by roll. I don't know at what charge it isn't anymore, but it's basically has to be full every single time in order for it to be not escapable from the center. Surprised I didn't get caught out there. It was very close.
Really trying to box you in there. Oh.
Almost escaped too. Oh wow, that actually closed up and hit me. I didn't think it would. There's no way that missed.
Apparently so.
That's so freaking sad. Oh no. That's terrible that that missed. I can't believe it. Oh well.
give you a 1 heart advantage. But hey, you still got a fighting chance.
There is indeed a chance. All I need is keep you to make a mistake twice. Aw, man, I mistimed it. Mistimed it and mispositioned it. I just had to get one of those two right.
These things don't.
We are on the bad matchup spree. Yeah, Max, it's not great, but it is. I happen to love both of those matchups, except for Storm Wide, but that's not QP's
Yeah.
fault.
I don't think anybody likes Storm like that.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. Okay, I'm a little upset about that. I got lag tricked. Storm straight mispositioned, like repositioned that basic like mid charge. That was awful.
Good dodging there.
One of these days, I'm gonna land it. I never expected, but one of these days, I'm gonna expect it and land it. Unfortunate mistake there. Wasn't quite able to get the position I wanted. Oh my god! No, there's. Oh, why? Why? I earned that.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
well.
the white says otherwise.
Yeah, it does.
You moved for 0.5 seconds too long, so of course you have to be punished.
Oh my god. Wide. Yeah, the fear. I couldn't afford to do that. I was too close to the clone. I should have known better. Can't just use stun wave there because the clone will just basic you. I'm
Wide.
surprised it hit me.
Well, the other 2 wides that you done previously didn't hit you, so something's bound to hit eventually.
Yeah, I guess so. UP actually went for a very greedy play there and got hit by stun, which I will honestly take as restitution for getting hit by wide there. Yeah, I went for it the first time I went for it. I saw it coming. I was so focused on that, I wasn't focused on where I'd be when this sun went off. One of these days, I'm gonna land that. Oh my god, the freaking wide. My wide was too slow. Oh well.
Just can't escape. Oh my. Well,
Almost ran right into that wide.
it's been fun, but a couple of my real life friends asked me if I wanted to play Payday 3, and pretty hard to turn down that offer.
I see.
No.
Well,
Doesn't
they say,
Payday
it has
3
been
not have
pleasure.
surfers or something like that?
They're
Ah.
fixing it, so now it actually works.
I see.
I've been able to consistently play the game. But yes, it has been fun, folks. I may have only survived 2 rounds, but whatever. You win some, you lose some. In my case, I lose everything and win nothing.
Same.
Bye!
Yeah. Right, let's keep it going to 0.
Yep.
And now we can go to losers for a bit. And
Well, I tried my best. Huh?
we're going to go losers now, round 3.
Okay, so who's up next?
Max against Modfan.
Alright, we'll see how that matchup goes. Let's see.
Is Mod
Yeah,
here?
Smoke White is definitely worse on higher ping max. Although I would say Storm Wide in general has a problem because it's just a wide that just kind of no matter it spawns late and it doesn't have an indicator of when it's gonna spawn, so it just kind of hits you when Storm is moving. If Storm wasn't moving so fast, like if it was at least more like Arc where it was slower, it would be very slightly more good. But even Arcs is bad. Instant spawn wides are not good, and it's just a problem M&S has in general. Like, there's no wide that I think is fair, except for like Lich and Hood at low ping. Those are probably the only two wides. And Sun. Lich, Hood, and Sun at low ping are the only wides that I think are maybe okay. Everyone else has a problem wide. But QP just won that, so he will get to rest in winners against Rem, while it will be... what is it? Max versus Mothfan. So Max is going to go in. We'll see what happens. Honestly, Mothfan is quite a bit of a mix when it comes to this style of play. We'll see what he decides to do here. Gets hit by wide. Trying to figure out how to make an approach here. It seems like Max isn't playing quite as aggressive as he was before. Perhaps being a bit more respectful of the fact that Mothfan is Frost, and Frost can definitely fight in an aggressive way. Still playing a bit more distant, and unfortunately Mothfan is just making some movement mistakes. Throwing out more basic. Unfortunate hit there with that basic. Does go for a panic stun, and that's not what you want to see. Trying to roll in. Nice roll in. Gets a hit with wide, hitting Max. Throwing out more basic. Trying to get in there. Good dodging, getting very close. Continue to throw out more basic, but can't quite close the distance on Max. It seems like Mothfan does have it in his mind. It looks like the way he's playing, he kind of feels like he wants to get close. All of this single basic shooting that he's doing is to maintain mobility and just to throw out a threat so that Max can't get too comfortable standing still. This is the kind of movement that a Frost uses when they want to get close to somebody. And Max is really not letting it happen, despite Mothfan trying to. Like, you can even see him homing in for those rolls. However, a movement mistake allows Mothfan to get close, and he's taking advantage. Forces a Dispel out of Max, but that hit allows Mothfan to actually, he continues rushing in. Almost was able to maintain the distance, but now there's a wall again. We'll see if Mothfan goes in. You can see he's going in. Like, he wants this. And Max honestly shying away from it. But it's working well for him, because in order for Mothfan to be aggressive, he has to get in. And we can see that he's having a hard time getting in without getting hit. Keeps getting hit for it, all he has to do is get hit one more time, this goes to Max. So we'll see what he does. Getting really close in there, almost able to get him, but not quite enough, and he gets hit, and that is it. We go on to the next game. Game 1 for Max. Mothfan chooses to switch to green Frost. We'll see what happens here. Throwing out basic. Post hit, he survives. Unfortunately, Mothfan does not really consider where that damage is going, gets hit while firing basic. Max again on the outskirts, honestly looking a little bit more like Ori with the way he's playing. Shows a lot of good adaptation from him. You know, it shows that Max has studied Sun, does understand what this character is capable of, and how you should play it in different matchups. And a more distant style. You can play aggressive against Frost for sure, but Max doesn't like to do that because he believes that melee is quite random, and it gives a higher chance of your opponent, who might be worse than you, from winning. And it seems like Max thinks he has better fundamentals against Mothman, so he doesn't want to give Mothman that chance to win on random melee. He's a very probability-based player, always playing for the best odds to win. And I think you can see that very clearly in his playstyle now. Oh, that was a panic stun wave, almost got him hit, but he does manage to get out of the pancake in time. Mothman still struggling to get in. It seems like Max is pressing him against the wall a little bit more. Seems to be a little less scared of Mothman just kind of randomly rolling in here. However, he gets a little bit too close, and that forces a defensive out of Max. Very painful for Mothman because the defensive means there was a potential hit there. And if he doesn't go in and get this quickly, Max is going to get another defensive up and just loses a chance at a heart. So we can see him really trying to get in there, and just that need to get in gets him hit, which is what Max wants. Mothman now down to his last heart. Very dangerous here, trying to throw out more sort of distant basics here, not rushing in as much. Maybe it's the fear of losing this here, but unfortunately he uses that defensive to avoid the diamond, but he's inside the pancake, that's it. Game goes to Max, and I think that means Mothman is eliminated. Well done, the Mothman.
Next
Well done,
is
the Max.
Axem against Doodles Queen.
Alright, Axum against Doodles. So, we've seen that Axum does have a depth, but he also has a frost. And Queen plays Arc, I think almost exclusively. Queen being cursed by yawning. We'll see what effect this has on him. Please, no curses, Queen. Yeah, we'll see. Axum does not like the Arc v Frost matchup, but I don't know how he feels about Arc v Depth. So he goes Arc v Frost. I like to say that this is a very read-based matchup. It's even, and it just depends on how well they can read each other. Arc has to read Frost correctly, and Frost just has to throw out, you know, like a million different false flags to try and trick Arc into reading the wrong things so that Frost can get a hit. So, it's all about reading and trickery here. And we'll see what these two players can do. Already coming to the mid game here, a clock was used early, and Axum might try to make him pay for that, and he does. Scares Queen all the way to the left side, and then wides to make him go into him, and then use a stun. That's the thing. Once clock comes down on a misread there, it gets very difficult for Arc to defend herself if she's not at the top of the screen. You kind of have to moon camp if you're going to do that. So we can see that happen here. Again, Axum just goes in and uses wides. His wides are very good, so you don't want to be in a position where Axum can wide you. So far, Queen is down 2 hearts. Isn't quite able to get a read on Axum, it seems, and we're seeing it, you know, seeing that manifest in the way this game is going right now. Axum's consistently, slowly, but consistently getting hits on Queen, and hasn't taken any himself. In fact, he hasn't been debuffed very much either. More wide when coming out, does get it paralyzed. Might slow down Axum a little bit. Gets a little mini too. Isn't the most effective debuff, but they do add up, and the mini does make it a little bit easier to avoid for the most part. Almost gets hit by a wide. We have that coming out. Now, Queen just needs to be a bit more still. I know he wants to try and land some debuffs, but Axum's just throwing out wide, trying to maintain some kind of pressure. Now that his basic is up, he can do a little bit more. No debuff quite landed here. As we saw, Queen going for a clock there. It was a good attempt, but unfortunately just can't dodge when you're using clock. As we start approaching the mid game, Queen might want to start considering what he's going to do. He wants to start forcing Axum to go into the center, and if he's going to let Axum do a dodge roll, it would be great to try and catch that with a clock. When Frost has pretty much only one way she can go, it becomes easy to land a clock. So that's something Axum's going to want to, or something Queen's going to want to keep in mind. That slow actually saved Queen there, because if that slow didn't land, that someone would have went off sooner, and Axum would have stunned Queen. They didn't do another heart. Good dodging. That to center moon, that can be really dangerous. Axum is not quite able to get it. I do think that was a possible roll, but it's very hard, and Axum does get hit there. Now he gets hit by poison. It's going to be something dangerous. That's what I'm saying. This endgame here can get very dangerous if you're not paying attention as Frost. I personally think is actually more manageable than the regular matchup, but some may think otherwise. Again, Queen going for those clocks. If you gotta go for those read clocks. You gotta wait for Frost to come to you and try and land a clock. Try and just go for a raw clock on Frost is very dangerous because it's not likely to hit, and much more than that, it's incredibly difficult to avoid getting hit. You can see right there, another basic was coming. In order to avoid that hit, he has to use clock. All of a sudden, he doesn't have clock to defend himself. No threat of clock for getting rolled in on, and Axum just takes advantage and wins the game. Game 1 for Axum. Yeah, Doodles has improved a lot, Max. Okay, getting right into game 2 it seems. And it starts off with a nice hit on Wibby. So throwing out more basic. Axum actually getting a little bit closer with his basic pressure. That actually is one thing that I have not mentioned yet, but Axum is not going very much for basic pressure here. I've seen other Frosts go for a lot of basic pressure when they're fighting me, but not Axum. He does not do that in this last matchup. Trying to opt for a lot more wide, waiting for the clock to come out before he starts going in. Good dodging on his part. Throwing it out wide. Again, really trying to hit with those wides. Clock coming out. Again, we'll be trying for that clock, but he is protected. Axum can't punish that he did it too early. So now they're on trade. Axum is in a dangerous position here. Queen really needs to try and line up those basics to hit Axum and force him. But unfortunately, he just gets caught up in the basic, and that's it. He loses that endgame. I do believe it is possible for Frost to stall, if not forever, at least for a very long time, endgame against Arc. With good movement. So, if Axum is comfortable doing that, it can be very hard for Queen, because you have to deal with that basic pressure for a long time. Alright, there haven't been any hits for a while. Walls are starting to close now. Queen is actually not throwing out debuffs anymore, if you've noticed. And I think that's just because the slowdown from trying to land debuffs just does not feel worth it to him. Goes for a clock there. Perhaps starting to kind of understand when Axum wants to go in, but it was still too late and ends up getting hit. Defensive clock there. Suddenly Axum's in his face. Good. Very close. Is not quite landed on Queen. Throwing out more basic. Good dodging from Queen. Starting to get to endgame now, but unfortunately gets hit by a wide. Queen is dizzy now. but Axum spares him. Continuing to try and fight, again not using debuffs. Getting much closer to this endgame, throws out a clock. I'm honestly a fan of extending it a little bit. Queen not really doing very much, and it seems he just kind of failed to thrive in that ending there. Being in the clock, he had infinite time to contemplate what might happen, and he just realized there's nothing that's going to happen. And that means that is it for Queen. Axum takes it, with Queen lamenting the flaws of clock. A little bit of post-game banter there, as Queen is held at sword point by Axum.
Alright, next we'll go back to winners, to semi-finals with QP against Rem.
Okay.
Here, so it's Rem. Oh, or he's resigning.
Okay. So, we have QP versus Rem. Now, this is very interesting because QP is probably going to go Storm, and Rem is probably going to go Sun. And there's a lot of... It's a recent theory that... Actually, this is crazy, because normally people want to play Sun into Storm because they think that Sun has an advantage against... or at least is even against Storm, wherever the character struggles. But Rem doesn't want to do that. Rem wants to go Hood. He wants to represent that Hood in this matchup and show that it's possible. And so far he's doing a good job. Rem is a phenomenal Red Hood. And QP doesn't even want to give him a chance to try and apply pressure. He wants to go in there and fight him. I'm not sure if it's because he's scared of the long-range pressure or if it's because QP wants to make a point that he can out-fight Rem in melee, which is what Rem wants to do all the time in Hood. Whatever the case is, it's making for a very interesting matchup here, and it's not working in QP's favor. He is recovering, he's not taking hits, but he's still on 1 heart to Rem's 3. Unfortunately, Rem uses wide instead of defensive and gets hit. QP really trying to pressure with these wides. Seems like for once the game is finally slowing down as QP has moved a little bit slower to get through everything. More basic coming through. Unfortunately, QP gets stuck against the wall and gets hit by either basic or kunai there. Throwing out more basic. QP starting to wall a little bit, it seems. Not fully, but a little bit. Perhaps he realizes that going straight for aggression may not be working out very well here and just want to try and throw it all at melee, which is dangerous. He knows that his walls are lethal, and maybe he thinks he can dodge. But he doesn't want to rely on too much because, unlike Frost, Hood's, well, I mean, Frost does have some long-range pressure, but Hood's long-range pressure is better. And when you're standing still, as making walls does kind of make you do a little bit, it can be very dangerous. Unfortunately, that ends for QP. That is game 1 for Rem. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what tricks Rem is using to be able to just do this to QP. I'm not sure how much of it is QP's mistake versus Rem's play, but it was honestly a pretty solid win for Rem. We'll see what QP does. This is why Rem is a little bit above the rest of us, I think. But it's not over yet. QP has been trying to break in for a long time, and we'll see if he can do it here. Goes for a lot of wide there. Sees the wide doesn't really do anything, starts transitioning to basics. Rem comfortable to just throw stuff out. Gets a little greedy there and throws that third kunai out. Unfortunately, that gets him hit. I know he was just spamming his Vanish there, but it didn't come out in time. Tries to go for a quick pass through before the basics start shooting, but he just isn't fast enough and gets hit. EP does bonk on a wide. Even a Storm main like himself just cannot quite control that speed. Granted, the wide hadn't spawned at the time, but still, it's hard to be fast all the time. This time, though, QP is doing a lot better, has the advantage of 3-1 compared to the first game where Rem had an advantage of 3-1. Rem does get scared and uses defensive there. It's fine, there's no setup up as long as he can avoid setup, but QP is not honestly throwing out very much. Well, suddenly a transition. Maybe QP saw that when Rem had used the defensive, he wants to start making setup here. Making setup is very difficult, but it might be worth it in QP's mind if he can get a hit versus just burning Vanish. And I guess in that case it was, because he got a hit and that resulted in a card for him. We will see what happens here, throwing out more basic. Caught in the corner. Does use defensive in time this time, does not get caught up using abilities too much. Still, without advantage is very scary. That was an oh my, I can't believe it. That was amazing. He runs right through QP. I did not think that was a maneuver he'd be fast enough to do. I thought for sure he would get hit doing that. And he ends up getting a hit with kunai after. Unfortunately, he gets hit by, I think, basic later. But the point is, that was crazy. QP not ready for the wide right behind him, gets hit by the bind. Throwing out more stuff, more basic. QP being careful, watching those projectiles, moving just in time to avoid getting hit before using his basic. Smart. Throwing out more basic, Rem stuck. Again, trying to really maximize kunai pressure before using anything. It is greedy, but you need to be throwing out pressure as much as possible. You need to do anything you can to get a hit. Unfortunately, he gets caught up there. Again, not having Vanish means you can just get hit there. And it's going to happen a second time. Rem runs into it, perhaps trying to prevent him from being able to set up more. Down to his last heart, does manage to hit QP with a closing, sealing basic. Forced to use Vanish. Worried about the melee, I can tell with that slow movement. And wide as well. It's very hard for Rem to move, but I know he wants to move a lot. He's doing a lot of circular movement. Amazing dodge by Rem, unfortunately backstabbed by wide. That makes game 2 for QP. QP staying in it, trying to break into the Hall of the Greats with Rem as its gatekeeper. Let's see what happens here. Rem choosing to stay after letting it go to best of 5. Does that have any influence on his decision? Who can say? More basic. Very close to getting hit there. Gets a hit with basic. Alright, good movement from Rem, managing to avoid all of those hits. Coming close, but does manage to survive. Alright. Gonna use Vanish early. Perhaps he just wants to use it early so the cooldown comes up sooner without endgame. But he does get pierced by wide. Probably does not feel very good. QP definitely trying for some aggression there. He isn't quite working out. Rem is very prepared for it and ends up piercing QP. Gets QP hit on the side with basic. QP going for a flash step. Rem respects it, but not scared of it. Oh, unfortunate. Those basics just happened to be layered in such a way that they didn't open up until they were already out of the screen. And Rem gets hit for it. Down to the last heart each. It's a very scary place to be because both sides know just how much work it is to take a card from the other. They do not want to be the one that loses that card and have to take 2 cards in a row. It's just exhausting. Rem had an escape at the bottom, but maybe he didn't see it, or maybe he just didn't want to risk it. Uses his vanish, then unfortunately he gets caught using basic, charging basic well in the way of basic and gets hit. So it's going to be Rem who has to go through the unfortunate trial of taking 2 cards in a row from QP. But so far it's starting out well. Gets a hit with the side of basic. I'm honestly shocked. I don't know how. I guess Rem used vanish in that basic, but he got a shot with basic while he was still inside of it. I don't think he vanished. My mind is a bit frazzled, honestly. But that's 3 quick cards for Rem, making short work of this challenge. In fact, there's no challenge here. It just started. It's practically card 2 from each at 1 card. Wasting no time to put the pressure on QP. Unfortunately, Rem does get hit by Storm Wide. It is an Eternal Madness, and Rem is not immune to it. Does have to use Vanish there to avoid getting hit by basic. Tries for a micro there. I know he just wanted to do that just to do it. And unfortunately, not only was he unable to do it, it cost him a heart doing so. Does get a hit with wide. This is why you push the wide button. However, again, while you push the wide button, you can sometimes get hits, and we see that with QP. Rem loses this game on Hood. That means it is 2-1 for QP. Rem has one more chance, and he switches to Sun. He is not going to lose it this easily. He tried repping his Hood. He got 1 game, but like I said, QP just gets better the longer that he plays. I don't think I've ever seen him suffer negative momentum. He never seems to slow down. He always starts off a little slow, I think, but he's never moving backwards. Rem is aware of this and switches to Sun. We'll see what Rem can do here. Starting out throwing basics. Already gets a hit with Diamond. Throwing out some wides. Gonna use defensive there, gives him a lot of invincibility to avoid getting hit. Rem goes in, very dangerous. Phenomenal movement though, it was crazy. He went through it. I didn't think there'd be enough space in the back, honestly, but there was. Unfortunately, it doesn't do much for him in the end there. He does get hit, but just the movement that he had in the beginning there really shows that he's...
What the fuck?
I don't even know what to say. Huh?
It kicked me out of the game for some reason.
Oh, here, you can... I mean, I guess you can watch this way. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do.
Yeah, no, don't think I can. Is the round almost over?
We got 1-1 each on 2 cards. Rem is on the left side, QP on the right, throwing out more wides, more basics. QP really hugging the wall, goes for a flash step, and Rem gets hit by a straight basic that was coming from the right side and the bottom, meeting in the center. So we have a Dispel used at the top of the screen. QP and Rem are in the center stage right now, having come from the right side. QP going for a lot more basic spam now, still using the occasional wide. Rem on the left side, actually in center now, with QP getting hit on the right by a diamond. Dispel comes out and QP gets hit for his aggressive movement in near the bottom left corner.
If Rem wins, tell them to stop.
Yeah, I'll tell them to stop. Rem may be down a card, but he's actually winning all of these hearts right now. QP is down to 1 to Rem's 4. And in fact, Rem manages to win that without losing a card as QP gets hit by what appeared to be a diamond in the center of the field while laying down basics. QP taking up a top left position, clone a little bit higher to the left, while QP down further on the left side. Does get hit by something. Throwing out more basic. QP on the right with clone bottom center. Rem pushes QP out of the right side. Now he's in center. We're starting to get into endgame now. Or mid-game, actually. QP just got hit, so it's stopped at mid-game. QP is down 2 hearts. It's 2-4. Actually, it's 1-4, with Rem having the 4 hearts right now. This is not looking good for QP. We're starting to see why this is maybe a good matchup for Sun. Really just able to maintain pressure at a distance with walls everywhere, forcing QP to move and lose those walls. Rem is on the left side, got stuck in the top left corner, had to use Dispel to get away from a very quick checkmate setup from QP, well done. But now Rem has all this space as we get into endgame here, maintaining the center of the screen, throwing out wides. They're both hugging the center, and QP is starting to go for melee tactics, knowing that if he gives it up, he's going to get trapped by wides. Rem just gets Dispel in time in the top left corner and uses it, but then he gets hit by QP's melee in the bottom of the center of the screen. Good movement from Rem to avoid these hits, not quite enough, gets hit by center. Basic. But there's a waffle wall behind QP, a waffle wall in front of QP, and a waffle a little above him. I mean, a basic a little above him. Okay, they heard, they're going back. I tried to paint a picture. I hope it was good enough.
Who won?
It was Rem who won, so that is 2-2.
Okay.
I tried my best, Axum. Hopefully it gave you at least a vague picture of what was going on. Alright, well, now that our eyes have been restored, we can experience this in all of its glory. Rem versus QP, Moon Priestess versus Legendary Yellowstorm. Going right in for a drive-by diamond, doesn't get anything off of it, but does get hit by basic. Rem has to be careful of the wides behind him. Unfortunately, he goes down, but does get hit by the back of the basic. It's just a movement mistake, and you know, it's not fun to see. It hurts to make mistakes with movement. That time was a bit more of a tough movement there, so it's at least a little bit more understandable. But still, a tight movement mistake is still a movement mistake. Trying to go for a bit of a basic shenanigan there. I mean, a wide shenanigan, some melee, but nothing really comes of it. Throwing out more wide, more basic. Seems like QP isn't struggling as much with it here. Maybe he's just able to get through a little bit more. Rem doesn't want to play this game and go back to the back of the field and potentially get stuck in basics even with the spell. Uses the spell early to not have to deal with it. Now the cooldown will be coming back up shortly, and he gets a hit on QP. Works out very well for Rem. Does have Dispel back up. Will he use it? Yes. Does not want to take a risk with that kind of dangerous movement. However, is forced to make a dangerous move up there, and now he's stuck. There's nothing he can do. He gets hit. I thought for a second there he got a hit on QP, but no. He got squeezed, and that was it. Rem is very good, but so is QP, and that's evident with this card that he's just taken. All he needs to do is take one more card from Rem, and that's it. Rem gets sent down to losers, where he can terrorize everyone down there. Meanwhile, QP will get some time to rest and winners. That's a large, wide wall blocking Rem's movement, and then a tiny basic ends up hitting Rem. Down to 3 hearts, the pressure is on. Forced to use Dispel. Rem wants to get out of there. I know he's scared of those Ys, doesn't want to make too much crazy movement. But throwing some basic at QP. QP actually does get hit by the basic. Rem loves to see that. Throwing out more basic. And some wides and diamonds. That would have been a hit on Rem if he could have gotten out of there, but unfortunately he couldn't find a way. I'm surprised he didn't go for Dispel. Maybe he really wanted that hit. Gonna use Dispel here. really making liberal use of Dispel. It's what you want to see. QP is trying to be a little greedy there, wants to confirm that hit. Unfortunately, it gets him hit, but then he goes for a counter hit on QP with his melee. And now this is very close. Rem has to use Dispel. Every single time he's used Dispel, he's gotten hit after. It's very scary for Rem. He needs to break that streak. We'll see what he can do. Basics are coming through. Doesn't have any way to get out. He could have gotten out with a bit of better movement, but he just wasn't able to make it, and that's it. QP will be taking this. It is 2-3, a close one, but a little bit more convincing this time. Like I said, QP does not slow down. He only speeds up. You do not want to play the endurance match with QP.
Right, now it's your turn. You're up against Max.
Okay, it's me against Maxi. Yes, Mothman, QP has been terrorizing recently. Personally, I think he's begun to breach his way into being a little above the rest of the general player base. And if he can beat Rem in this event, I think that will be really all the proof we'll need. He's managed to defeat everyone that's consistent here. J-Feather may not be here this time, but he has defeated J-Feather before. Well, he may very well defeat Rem here as well. We'll see. It's still possible for others to win this. But that remains to be determined. Right now, it's going to be me versus Max. Max also a Sun versus my Frost. I have not fought a Sun in a little while, but we'll see what happens here. Tried for a bit of an aggressive play there. It didn't quite work out. Not quite sure what style of play I want to use against Max. However, it looks like he wants to force some aggression out of me, trying to meet me. Does get hit by basic with a bit of a move mistake there. Throwing out more basic. Does get hit by what appeared to be maybe a layered basic, or maybe he just got hit by focus, I'm not sure. I'm gonna just roll through some of this pressure. I'm gonna keep circling Max. It seems like he's not quite... isn't playing aggressive. It looks like he might be trying to bait me to go in a little bit. And it might be working because I'm definitely feeling the pressure to distance, and I don't like it. I honestly want to just go in just to alleviate some of the pressure. But I'm afraid if I do that, Max might be prepared for it and go for something. I do go for a wide. Max does get hit by something. Throwing out more basic. I'm just going to roll through all of that pressure because I don't want to be playing too much with this kind of thing here. Again, using wide or roll just because I'm scared. Max ends up getting hit by straight basic, and we'll go on to the next one. Looks like he might be playing a bit more aggressive here. I could have gone for a stun wave there, but it was a little scary. I wasn't quite sure. And I just wanted to fire more basic, so... But I do get hit with basic. Gonna just roll through some of that pressure here. Run through everything here. Wait for the wide to align. That's one thing I like to do as Frost, is wait for the wides to align in such a way that they are very cardinal. As in, like, I can just go straight through them without trying to staircase my way into the position to do that. It makes it a little bit easier on me. Granted, you don't always have the time. Sometimes the wides are going to press you to move, and you have to move now. But if you do have the time, it's easier to take advantage and not make a mistake with your movement. Getting to endgame now. More basic. Surprised that worked out, honestly. Almost got hit by that ability there. Ooh, very close. No, the diamonds happened to cover everything there. Gonna throw out some unfocused basic a little bit. Yeah, unfortunately I got squeezed there a little bit. Max starting to catch on to this endurance a little bit here. Throwing some more basic. Still waiting for Max to make some movement mistakes here. Do force a DS out of him. He's trying to get me with a pancake up close. Doesn't quite work. Does have me pressed up against the top right here. I go for a wide. Probably should have went for stun, honestly. I don't know. I don't really want to play this aggressive, but it looks like I might have to. A lot of dodging going on right now. Max ends up getting hit. It's now 2-2. Throwing out more basic. Ooh, that was close. Almost ran into it. But okay, Max ends up getting hit first. Throwing out more basic. Really dodging these wides as much as I can. He's got some diamonds coming out. Might try to layer them. Nope, gets up on an early, which honestly is kind of relieving to me because I was getting a little scared that I may not be able to dodge those diamonds. So that's game one. Going into game two. Almost made a mistake with my movement there and got hit by diamonds, but not quite. Decides to give up on that pressure because maybe doesn't want to stall till endgame. I don't know. Max, again, like I said, probability based, wants to macro when he can. Why micro when you can macro? And in endgame, you're forced to micro, so doesn't want to waste that time. Can just roll through that pressure. I got super lucky there. There was no way I was going to like dodge that if the diamond just hadn't happened to align in such a way that it was going to hit me. Throwing out more basic. This is not good. Okay, good. A little bit of basic shenanigan, holding that basic long enough kind of did something. Really abusing roll, I will admit, honestly. Throwing out more basic. Oh, no! Darn, using that stun. I just got scared. I probably was dodgeable without stun, but I just got so scared, and then after that I was too panicked to figure out the solution. Ah, okay, it lasted too long. That's right, it was a triple basic. Throwing out more basic. Max does get hit by something, not quite sure what, but I know it was basic of some sort. Does get hit again, going for some diamond pressure, it's not quite enough to work out. I stay in melee range just because I want to alleviate some pressure on me. It could have gone either way there. He could have committed to that, and then I would have been forced to play melee, which would have been dangerous. But no, he does not do anything, and it just gives me a little bit more time. And really, I just want that endurance. I just want to keep fighting. I do not want to make this quick. I want to make it last as long as I can. As we get into another long end game here, potentially. Max does use Dispel. Throwing out more basic. Oh. Does get hit from my basic pressure there. And that goes to next card. Max is on what is potentially his last card, but he can still make quite a run. And that is something I have to be playing with in mind at all times. Making some really large movements here, not trying to waste any time, you know, with unnecessary basics. I'm worried about I have self-preservation, worried about surviving more than I am about getting hits here. Aw, man, that was a bit of a lazy dodge. I thought I could go straight through. I thought I had the align, but I had to curve down just slightly. Do not like seeing early hits. Gonna just run straight at him. Sometimes full sending it just works. Gonna use roll there. Have to use DS to get out of that. Gonna just really apply some pressure. Max does get hit first. Have to use DS there, got really scared. Oh. So much pressure. Aw, man, I didn't realize I had space there. Oh well. Alright, Max doesn't quite expect that turnaround basic. Throwing out more basic. I'm a little scared, I have to admit, I'm a bit of a coward. I don't want to dodge through those diamonds. Oh, this is not good. Ah, no! The basic didn't disappear in time. I thought it would have. Throwing out more basic. Max going for some diamond spam here. It was a very close. I kind of pushed that button just a little bit too long. Those diamonds spawn in a very slightly different place. I would have gotten hit for moving up too much. But I'm throwing out more basic. Okay, he gets hit from my unfocused basic. It is now 1-1 on parts. If Max wins this, he stays alive. Going into his DS first. No! Oh man, I held my focus a little bit too early there. And ended up getting hit by the thing. It was either too early or too late, one of the two. But Max stays in. Gets hit by an early basic, not what you want to see if you're Max, but definitely what you want to see if you're Trevorrow. And I'm Trevorrow, so... Make a mistake there, and now I'm kind of in the back, not a position I want to be in. I'm just going to delete all of this, get through it all. Getting to endgame again. There has not been a hit in a while. This is turning out to be a very long set. Max gets scared and uses DS. I'm going to go down, hoping he doesn't expect it. Oh man, I mistime it. Ooh, very close there. That could have been really bad. 3-3 now. Throwing out more basic. More wide coming my way. Get a little scared there. Gonna try and get a little bit closer to Max to get some pressure. Don't want to get too close. Do not want to get in melee range because it's very unpredictable here, and he can just turn it on instantly. Oh man, didn't quite have it. Oh, that's good, that's good. Alright, Max doesn't quite expect it, gets my basic. Ooh. He's going in for melee, okay. Throwing out more basic. Trying to shorten me there. Forced me to use roll, almost get hit by diamond. Aw man, make a mistake on my movement down the last part now. Throwing out more basic. Oof. Gets hit by my ability. Alright, and he gets hit by my basic spam. Probably a little bit of movement mistake there. That's that. A very, very long... I don't even know what you call it. Something. Game. My goodness.
Honey quit, right?
Yeah, or I left, so that means that Axum moves forward automatically. Yeah, thank you, Axum. Now that means I have to fight you. Any chance you want to go Frost, Axum? Just have a Frost mirror? Maybe or I did. I guess I'll find out when I meet you on the field, won't I, Axum? I wish this was a best of 5. Why can't it just be a best of 5?
It's not the losers finals.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so it is going to be my Frost, my Green Frost versus Axum's. Axum's depth. Let's see what he can do this time. He's had time to figure out what went wrong. Let's see if he can figure out what to do here. I do have to use DS for defense early there. Oh, my DS isn't up. I thought my DS was up. It wasn't going to do anything. It just sort of prevented me from getting hit there. Oh well. He makes a move mistake. Oh my god, I got baited again. Making a bit more use of wide, which honestly is a little scary. Oh man, I couldn't quite get behind it. Oh no, I got hit by the outside of it. Okay, thank goodness he was in range of it. Does make a mistake. Finally gets that raw shotgun though. Alright, good. I get a hit there. Where's that message? Okay, that's not for me. That's good. I'm gonna go back in. Ah, man. I wasn't able to react to it. If I could react to it, it would be so much easier. Oh man, it went up. Does make a movement mistake. Really trying to find the best way to get in, it's so hard. Did it in the wrong spot. He gets a little greedy though. Oh no, he doesn't hit my wide. Oh no, the down. That's, oh my god. Oh man, I have to play so unbelievably close to the basic. It's ridiculous. Darn it, I let go of the pressure. Alright, good. There's no way. Oh my god, no, please, not these kind of move mistakes. Not these ones. Oh. No, I expected it too. I was 100% expecting it. I just did not have the BS up. I was 100% expecting it. Should have just rolled. Would have been safer. Oh no, I think he's going for evasion here. Sorry, it's gotten a little quiet on commentary. I'm just thinking about how to do this. Aw, oh, man. Okay, good. I know Axum's scared to commit because of basic. Come on. Oh man. Okay, good, good. Good. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh man, Julie, how did I get it? Okay, thank goodness. No way!
Very fortunate.
Oh. This matchup was already fun when I didn't think I could win, but now that I think that it's possible, it's so much more fun and stressful. I just considered this cooldown games at first, but now it's like... I don't even know. Oh man, made a mistake. Oh my god, it always faces me. That just might not be real then. If it always faces me, it just might not be real. Okay, thank goodness. I think you made a mistake on that, like, input rotation. That's why it's scary. So everything here is so scary. I don't know if I want to talk or if I want to be silent. I'm just scared. Ah. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, good, he made a mistake. He went for melee. Thank God. I'll freaking take it, okay? well played by Axum. Over and over.
Losers finals now. You have your best of 5 now.
Yeah, I'll finally have my best of 5. I'll have my day. Thank you, Mothfan. You ready, Nico?
Yes.
I guess I can be happy with that. I would love to get through Rem, I really would. I just want to fight QP again, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to against Rem. I also don't know how well a passive playstyle is going to work against him.
Nice, pardon.
Sorry?
Nothing.
Oh, Rem on Arc? Why would you do this to me, Rem? What are you doing? He's going for the tilt factor. I can't believe you, Rem. No way! Oh my god, I can't believe it. That should not have happened. I should have gotten hit by Moon. Alright, the debuff is starting to come out. I'm starting to feel some pain. Not quite enough. Okay. Immediately on the hood. Alright, I hope I'm ready for this. Unfortunate. I'm trying to keep Rem from boxing me in. I want to be the one that plays aggressive. I don't want to play on his terms. I want him to play on mine. Oh. Thank God. My fingers made a movement mistake there, so I was gonna get hit. It feels so much harder to get on rim now than it did before. What the heck? No. Oh my God. Oh, whoops. Okay, good. I finally called it out. I got the call out. Finally called out his kunai spam.
2-0, you can do it.
Alright, it's sun time. I can't remember. I know I've done a little bit of analysis on him earlier. I have no idea what it is anymore. I don't remember anything I was talking about. I'm just trying not to die. As we get into the mid game, soon the end game, neither one of us gets hit. I got scared. I didn't know if I had roll up or not. Ah, he makes a mistake. Oh wow, that went really far ahead. Oh, he saved me, I think. Oh my god. Oh well. Oh man, I tapped too hard. There's no way. Oh man, I got lazy a little bit. I'm sorry, Rem. Oh, darn, I almost got the perfect play. That would have been so funny. Oh my goodness. Whoopsies. Oh, I didn't have DS up. Everything just feels like it's going slower and faster at the same time. I don't really know how to describe it. Sorry. Oh no. Surprised I didn't get hit there. Oh man, I made a mistake. Oh well. I didn't expect that diamond to come from that angle. I was gonna try and go around it, but it covered my escape really well. Oh man. Ooh, unfortunate. Thank God, because I was going to run to that wide, I think.
Good job.
I.
Now it's grand finals.
Oh my god. Thank you, Mothman. Where is QP? There he is. I'm going Frost. I don't think I make it past here. I've gone a lot further than I thought I would. But we'll see what happens. Okay. Again, making an early mistake. Oh man. Shouldn't have tried for that wide there. I should know QP is prone to taking risks like those. Oh, freaking wide. Should've went for a roll. I tried to time it just a little bit longer, maybe get something out of it, but I really shouldn't have tried that. Man, I'm just not fast enough. Oh my god. I don't know, this aggressive thing that I'm trying to do, I feel like it's possible. It feels possible, I'm just not quite sure. Oh, this is definitely not going well. This is not it. Oh man. Lose it, QP. Thank you. Oh man. Oh man, wide. Only I could have reacted in time. Got baited. Oh man, I got baited. Oh man. Yeah, I shouldn't have tried that. That was coming at me. Just paying attention. Again, I had to be faster. I'm gonna call it. I really have to be a lot faster than that. Oh my god. No way. Oh my god, that's so sad. Unfortunate diamond on one side. Oh man, I shouldn't try preserving the roll. Thank goodness. I don't know. I think I could have lasted much longer. Oh goodness. Oh, my roll wasn't up. That sucks. This is bad, this is bad, this is bad. Okay. No way. No! I was trying to time it. I was trying so hard to time it. Yeah, not fair enough. I was so scared of that happening. As soon as I realized it was a possibility, it was too late, because I just started moving bad. Unfortunate wide. That's really not good for the mind, but I just have to try not to be too freaked out by it. Oh my god. That's the one thing I'm missing. I know it. It's the one thing I'm missing is being able to read QP. I finally am like starting to see what I need to do to like win this matchup. Just maybe. There's times. He goes in sometimes. I can get a stun if I'm just paying attention. I've been so focused on not using Stun Wave, like, maybe it's just the ability that I need to use. Reading. It's fine. Even if I don't win this, I know what I need to do. Yeah, I shouldn't have tried for that. That was not enough. Oh my god. Something felt a little off, just wasn't sure why. Thank goodness. Again. Ooh, this is not. Thank goodness. That's not good, that's not good, that's not good. Ah, that's not how I wanted to go out. Oh well. I really can't be upset. I'm trying to be. I'm really trying to be upset, but it's not working. I feel good. I don't feel like I've had a breakthrough game in a while, so it's kind of nice. Well, I tried my best. Oh my goodness. Man, there was a chance. I know what I need to do. Ah, man, I'm sad I messed up. I don't remember what it was. It was like one game where I screwed up, like really badly, but it was close.
Here are the results.
Yeah, I guess it's time for that, isn't it?
Yeah. So 7th place goes to Queen and Modfan. 5th place goes to Hore and Max. 4th place goes to Axem Jinx. 3rd place goes to Rem. 2nd to Jabaro, and the winner in the 1st place goes to QP.
Yep. I would say well done to everybody. It was a pretty big tournament, all things considered, honestly. A lot of people playing really good players. Very tough games. Well played to everybody. I hope to see you all. Honestly, I hope to see you all here next ATM, but also don't forget to come for Super Spell Saturdays or Sundays, and just play friendlies in general, please. You're missed. But no, that was a lot of fun. Thank you for hosting, Nico.
No problem.
It's great.
I didn't expect so many players.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't either. They all came at the last second. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, thank you especially for commentating. I'm terrible at it, so it's always nice when someone else comes to do the job for me.
Thank you. Yeah, it was great. And yeah, Axum, there were a lot of untimely bonks on QP's end. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I can maybe live forever. I'm still not sure on that yet. I know I can live longer, but I do know I can punish QP for going in. I can prevent him from going in every single time if I do it right. I just never remember it. I don't think that's enough to get me to win, but it's just a breakthrough in the Storm matchup, and that's big for me because I haven't had one in a while.
Let's see, yes.
I still think QP, huh?
I was just going to say, our next tourney will be on 15 Sunday. So basically, as always, in 2 weeks from now on. So if you are for it, I'll see you there as well. Modfan took a break from streaming, so I'll be hosting those events again.
Alright, the return of Neku. We're happy to have you. This one actually went off without too many audio issues, I think, so nice.
Oh, yeah.
But relatively
I had a lot of problems, but I fixed them before the stream because I knew I had them from the last time. It took a while, like an hour or two.
Well, I'm glad it's all working well. But thanks again for hosting, Neku, and we'll I guess that's it. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Thank you all for joining once again. I hope you had fun. And yeah, see you in 2 weeks then.
Yep.
GG.
See you later. Bye bye, guys.